great communication skills, absolute best use of words. He would craft his conversation so precisely and he was so concise to the point that not only he was able to convey his point of view across, but also cement a prominence. And that is what a good communication skill is all about. Hey, welcome back to my channel. No, this thumbnail is not a clickbait. In this video, I'm actually going to talk about how I made $10,000 in 3 months doing freelancing. I'm a freelancer who has been self-employed since 1998. I accidentally bumped into this field when I was laid off from my job as a customer services executive. And ever since, I've been working on internet on different freelance marketplaces, the likes of Elance, Odesk, Guru.com, and other prominent freelance marketplaces. I don't feel a reason why I should mention every freelance marketplace name here. As someone who has been doing this for a very long period of time, as someone who stopped doing freelancing in 2019 because I was focusing on my beingguru.com blog, and that was my primary source of income in 2019. But I started freelancing again in the second quarter of 2020 only because I was creating a playlist on my main channel, language Urdu and Hindi, to educate people about the importance of learning skills or two and offer those skills and make money as a freelancer on different marketplaces. And then, ever since, I've not stopped. And I and my team are doing freelancing. If you look at this video on your screen, the date is selected from January to March at the time of recording this video. And if I scroll to the bottom, you'll see that I've made over 10,000, which is pretty good. As someone who literally abandoned doing freelancing last year, last 15 months before the first quarter of 2020, this sounds pretty exciting, and not only the break I've taken as a freelancer fueled my enthusiasm, and I'm persuaded enough to go back to this career, offer my skill as a voiceover artist, as a social media influencer, as a digital marketer, as a social media marketing agency, and then also I've earned built projects focusing around graphic designing and web development. But here's the thing I want to emphasize on. Everybody wants to make money freelancing, but not many pay attention to the core essence of how you can make continuous, consistent money doing freelancing. So if you're interested in knowing how to scale up your career as a self-employed freelancer, here are a few takeaways you need to learn before you actively dive into this field. First things first, you got to learn a skill. Without learning a skill, how can you expect to make money as a freelancer? Now, there are many skill sets pivoting around computer technology and different computer fields that could help you make money. As a programmer, if you're good at problem solving skill, you can make money. As a graphic designer, if you're creative enough, be it analytical thinking, be it creativity, you can make good money. Then, if you are a good content writer, if you can write good stories, you can offer your services as a blogger, as a content writer. And there's so many fields you can choose. But every single computer related field, needless to say, hangs around computer technology. Now, if you're a freelancer, you got to learn a skill. So that's the first thing you need to understand. The second thing is you need to work on your communication skills. As a freelancer who was hardly out of Punjab, leave alone Pakistan, when I was growing up as a freelancer, I worked hard on my communication skill because I realized until and unless I'm able to convey my point of view across and persuade my clients that I am a right candidate for their job, they won't give me their business and, of course, money. The only way I worked on my communication skill was by working hard on not only written English, but also I would do video chats with my clients and try to understand their accent as well as different words, and I would add those words in my vocabulary. So much so that in the last 2 decades, I have worked with people from different continents. And I can speak Australian, I can speak, decent enough South African. And as someone who might just sound as a native British, the reason being one of my long-term acquaintance and my long-term partner was from England, so therefore I developed this accent. But the point here is, you will not be able to get fluent in your communication skills, be it written or oral, unless and until you work hard. Practice, practice, practice is the key. If you keep on practicing it, if you keep on writing about something, of course, with the addition to your vocabulary, you will be able to supply better words in your content. Same goes for oral communication. Unless and until you converse with someone or you consume content. For example, I consume a lot of content of Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and by consuming their content, by watching their videos for hours after hours, and how could I forget Barack Obama? I think he was one of the best communicators I've seen, even though little slow to my liking. His wife and his children talk about his slowness as well. He was able to convey his point of view across very nicely with the appropriate selections of word, and you could cite this selection of words to the teleprompter. But if you talk about Barack Obama doing his election campaigning, if you watch his videos, there were no teleprompters. Of course, as a president, you are aided with the teleprompters. But those speeches, the campaign videos you will watch on YouTube, you'll find great communication skills, absolute best use of words. He would craft his conversation so precisely, and he was so concise to the point that not only he was able to convey his point of view across, but also cement a prominence. And that is what a good communication skill is all about. So now coming back to the skills, we talked about learning a skill and the importance of learning a skill. Of course, communication weighs in very heavily. Third thing is, if you want to become a successful freelancer, if you want to make continuous, regular money, you need to understand the importance of client retention. It's not just for freelancing, but any type of business, be it a brick and mortar business, or if you own a small agency, a physical shop, you got to understand the importance of customer services and the importance of loyal customers who keep coming back to you for more business. So client retention is the key, because if a satisfied customer who's happy with the work you have rendered for them in the past will not only come back to you with more business, predominantly with a higher dollar value, they will also refer more people to do business with you. And this is how you scale up your business. So if you look at this stats of $10,000 I made in 3 months, 60% of the clients are retained clients. They've come back to me for more work. If someone is looking for voiceover artist and I have satisfied them because of my work, because of my communication skills, because of my customer service skill, not only they were happy, but they also came back to me again and they referred more people to do business with me. So client retention is the key. So here are my 3 takeaways. I'm going to recap it for you. The first thing is, work on your skill. Learn a computer skill if you want to become a successful freelancer. Second thing is, work on your communication skill, oral as well as written. And the third thing is, client retention is the key. If you focus on customer services, your customer is king. And if they're satisfied, not only they will keep coming back to you, but they will also refer more people to do business with you. And of course, that's how you grow. It is very hard for any business, leave alone freelancer, to find new clients every single day. It just does not practically happen. So the only way you grow, the only way you scale up your business is courtesy, client retention. If that makes sense, like this video, share this video to your friends who might just be struggling amid COVID-19 and want to do freelancing. And these 3 takeaways from my little journey of 3 months would help them a long way. Hey, before you leave, here's another food for thought for you. This is my 1 year's earning, if you look at the screen. Remember, I stopped doing freelancing in 2019. I didn't do any of the freelancing in 2019. I made over $50,000 in 1 year. This is sort of like, even though it's an active business, for me, it's a passive income, because I'm focusing more on my content writing as well as a social media influencer, which is taking up a lot of influencers sponsorship posts. Freelancing is a serious business. If 53 million Americans are doing freelancing alone in 2020 because of COVID-19, many of them were laid off from their job, many small businesses filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Why can't you learn a skill? Give yourself 3 months, give it a fair shot, and not only by learning that skill and offering that particular skill on different marketplaces as a freelancer, or perhaps getting business from social media, more on that later, you can scale up your business, you can go for self-empowerment, but also you can empower more people around you. Great, isn't it? Thank you very much.